What's up everybody, Dazed here, back with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video. And today I have a female Majin strike build for you. And I just gotta say, the damage on this is insane. Stick around to the end because I'm gonna be showing you how crazy this damage gets. We're gonna go over everything you're gonna need to know for this build, from building the character to QQ bangs, super souls, stats, and some suggested moves that are a little bit important to the build. Not 100% necessary though. Now, for those of you that don't know, female Majins have the highest strikes in the game. They do the most damage with them, so this build is going to be getting you maximum damage from this character. Also, another thing to know is that when your stamina is broken on a female Majin, it comes back a lot faster. So stamina is not as important, in my opinion, for a female Majin. So let's get on into it, and the first thing we're going to do is build your character. And the height, I generally go with the default height or lower, because I don't want my character slow. And if you go higher, you get more health and you're slower. For the body type, you have to go all the way to the right, and what this is going to do is going to maximize your strike damage. You're going to get an extra 3% on it. You're going to lose 3% damage off your ki blast, but you're going to gain 3% off your strike when you go all the way to the right. In the center, you don't lose any from either. It's just whatever the base stats are. And obviously, if you were to do a ki blaster, when you go all the way to the left, you're going to get an extra 3% on that and lose 3% off your strike supers. So now that you know how to do that, let's go ahead and get into our QQ bangs and super souls. And as you can see here, we're only running a plus 16 minus 2, and it's got everything where I want it. Now, health is not something I tend to worry about. For this build though, I wanted ki, and like I said earlier, stamina is not as important for a build like this, because female Majins, when you break them, their stamina comes back pretty quick. And then we got plus 5 in basic and plus 5 in strike, and that's exactly what you want on a build like this. But you do not need to have a 6-star QQ bang for this, because there are plenty of 5-star QQ bangs that are going to get you the same results. You know, as long as the main things, like I said, ki, basic attack, and strike supers are there, then it doesn't matter if you have a 5-star. Now, I do have a 5-star right here. This was obviously made with the new 6-star item, but you will be able to find 5-star item. You know, you will be able to make them the old way and still find you a good QQ bang for a strike character. So you don't have to have a 6-star QQ bang or one made with the 6-star item like this one. But it does help to build out a lot if you do have one, but not 100% necessary. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is our super souls. One go-to one that I always use on pretty much every build is, I said, don't go easy on me. I believe you get this out of the TP Metal Shop whenever it's in there. And it's going to boost your ultimate attacks XXL. That's going to give you a 25% increase in damage. But it gradually drains ki, and you got to keep that in mind, because certain moves like Godly Display, Emperor's Death Beam, those moves use your ki, and when the ki starts gradually draining, you get less damage off of it. And you'll see that later in this video when I show off the damage, because I'm going to use this super soul and I'm going to use You're Just Pieces in a Game, so you guys can see exactly how that works. Now guys, if this video is helping you out, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Next up, we have power. A lot of power. I love this super soul. I think generally it's a really good one to have. If you're like me and you don't like to put points in ki and stamina, then this is going to be great for you. It's going to get you a couple extra bars of each. Now, when you do use it though, those bars are not filled. They're going to have to get filled. Like your stamina, you're going to be 2 bars down pretty much. But it's going to be there, and you should be able to fill it up pretty easily. It's just a generally good super soul. And last up, like I said, You're Just Pieces in a Game. 30 seconds after battle starts, you're going to get an XL boost to your strike skills. It says melee skills, that means your strike skills. And an XL boost is going to get you an extra 20%. And this applies to everything. Unlike I said don't go easy on me, this applies to your strike supers and your strike ultimates. So keep that in mind. And I believe it'll apply to any evasives that are strike moves too. So keep that in mind if you want more damage across the board, or if you just want an OP ultimate, because this will make all the difference, especially depending on what you're doing. For expert missions, I would recommend this, honestly, because I usually use Emperor's Death Beam to farm things in expert missions, to farm, like, TP medals. Now we're on to the moves, and the most important things in here is going to be Potential Unleashed. We're not using Purification on this build. For those of you that don't know, Purification is kind of broken. I will be doing a video on that later on, but for right now, we're going Potential Unleashed on this build, and we're using both, in my opinion, the 10 key bar moves for Strike. Godly Display does not require 10 bars, but if you have 10 bars, you're getting a lot more damage out of it, because that's just the way it works. And to make sure we have all that key that we need, you got to have Meditation on there. It's going to be a big help for this build, especially if you don't want to put a lot of points in key and stamina. Now, those are really the only moves I recommend for this. I do recommend Final Blow as a move, though, because it does a ton of damage. As you're going to see in just a little bit, the damage from Final Blow is insane. Super Godfist is one I love to use, too. But any of moves you want to use. Now we're going on to the stats. And as you can see, I did put points in key. You're not going to see me do that much. 125 in basic, 125 in strike supers is absolutely necessary for any strike build. I put 83 in health, and like I said, 42 in key. Now, I usually do PvE, which is just parallel quests, expert missions, stuff like that. If I were making this a PvP build, I would probably consider putting that 42 into the stamina, although I'm not 100% sure on that, because when female Majins get their stamina broke, it comes back really fast, so it's really not necessary to have a ton of stamina. And when you don't rely on your stamina as much, you get better at managing it. So just having a ton of it, you'll see I'll have a ton of it in a lot of my builds, but that's just because I use power, a lot of power, and the QQ bangs I usually use are a +5 in key and stamina. But the 42 could go anywhere. It could go into your health, your key, or your stamina. It really depends on what you want. So now we're going to go and we're going to show you the damage that this build is putting off. We're using Potential Unleashed, and I believe you're just pieces in a game on this first one. And we're just doing a little combo just to show you the kind of damage you can get. Now, female Majins don't have the strongest basic attack, but we still did half a bar health with that little combo. And we're going to show you one more right here just to give you an idea of the power you're getting. And we did 7,000 damage with that one. To me, that's really good basic attack damage out of a build like this, especially when they don't have the highest basic attack in the game. So now we're just going to show off real quick Super Godfist, just to show you the kind of damage we're getting. Super Godfist doesn't do a lot, but it looks cool. And also, we're going to show off Final Blow, because as you're going to see here in just a second, for one key bar, you're getting 6,000 damage, and that's a really fun move to use. So now we're going to check out Godly Display. And like I said, you want the 10 key bars, because when you have it, you're going to get 28,000 on your damage. Just over 28,000. Now remember that number, because in just a minute, you're going to see the difference between that and I said don't go easy on me. And as you can see, we're getting a little bit more than that on our Power Rush and this is all with your just pieces in a game. Like I said, this is an excellent Super Soul to use. But as you're going to see here in a second, some moves definitely will work better with I said don't go easy on me. And you're going to see right here, we're going to do the Godly Display just to show you what I was talking about earlier with the key drain, how it makes a difference. 27,000, so we actually got 1,000 less. Even though this was an XXL boost, we got 1,000 less on it. But for Godly Display, the damage is insane, and it gets even better. I'm going to show you a little combo using it. 29,400 from one move. Yeah, it uses 10 bars of key, but man, that is insane damage. And now you're going to see it in a little combo, and the damage just keeps increasing. Now, I'm not even that good with female Majin, so I just threw in a little combo that I like to do. But if you're good with them, you could probably use a better combo than this. As you're going to see right here, we're going to get over 34,000 in damage. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't seen many characters in this game that can take that. I don't think any of them can. Well, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. If you like the content I'm putting out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.